Have you ever wondered why your desire fades even though your heart is still young? Stay with me, because once you understand what's happening inside your body, you'll see how easy it is to take back what you thought was lost. 1. Red meat, the silent switch in your hormones. A thick, juicy steak. It feels like a reward, right? A celebration of strength, a taste of the good life. For many of us, it's a ritual of joy. Birthdays, holidays, a perfect Sunday dinner. But what if I told you that the very thing that once made you feel strong might be quietly flipping a switch inside your body? Not all at once, without loud alarm bells, but slowly, gently, calming the music of your youth. You see, many red meats, especially non-organic ones, carry more than just flavor. Hidden within are excess guerrilla and growth factors. Over time, these invisible hijackers can sneak into your bloodstream, sending confusing signals to your body's natural rhythms. Testosterone, the silent engine of desire, can become overtaxed, replaced by a growing imbalance that you don't even realize you have. Think of your glories as the strings of a finely tuned piano. One wrong note, a slight twist in the string, and suddenly the whole tune sounds off. Not broken, just muted, less vibrant, less full of life. You may not notice it after a dinner date, or even after a few. But over time, you may feel less of a spark when you need it. A little more tired, less connected, and you'll wonder if it's age catching up. But it's not. The good news? You don't have to say goodbye to your steak nights forever. A simple change, choosing grass-fed beef, reducing portion sizes, or occasionally substituting wild fish, can nourish your vitality instead of depleting it. Age isn't stealing your vitality. It's quietly waiting for you to give it the right fuel. You see, it's not about giving up the foods you love. It's about learning when they quietly tip the balance inside you. And red meat isn't the only one wearing a hidden face. Up next, let's uncover another familiar favorite that looks golden and harmless, but might be setting silent traps without you ever realizing. 2. Fried foods, a golden trap. Golden, crispy, warm. Fried foods wear a mask that few can resist. A plate of hot fries, a basket of fried chicken, they call to mind something deep inside us. A reward after a long day, a taste of joy. But what lies beneath that crispy coating? The truth is, fried foods are one of the biggest camuggios in your daily life. Each bite seems harmless, but slowly, quietly, the grease used to fry especially recycled oil leaves invisible scars inside you. They cling to your blood vessels, layer upon layer, narrowing the pathways that your heart, your brain, and even your most intimate parts depend on. It's not a sudden collapse, but a slow buildup. Each meal builds on the last, until the very flow of life becomes stagnant. Without a strong circulatory system, your body will have a hard time delivering the nutrients and hormones needed to ignite desire. You may not even notice it at first. You may just feel a little more tired, a little less interested, a little less responsive in important moments. But here's the great thing. You're not helpless. You don't have to give up the foods you love. You just need to recognize that mask. Switch from fried to grilled once or twice a week. Look for foods that cleanse your pathways instead of clogging them. Protect the energy that's still burning inside you. Small changes, not sacrifices, are all it takes to stay young and vibrant. Comment 2 below if you were surprised that something as harmless looking as fries could be quietly draining your passion. 3. When innocence isn't so innocent. This is as of April 3rd. Once upon a time, a cold glass of whole milk was a symbol of strength, energy, and growth. Strong bones, bright mornings, a trusted friend at every breakfast table. But today, is that same glass of milk secretly slowing you down? Whole milk? Pure? White? Nutritious? Seems like the last thing you'd suspect. It feels familiar, safe. But within that creamy comfort lurks a burden that your body may no longer be able to carry easily. The saturated fats and traces of natural and synthetic gorilla often found in non-organic milk can create small obstacles. They don't make you sick immediately. Instead, they act like a slow fog, blurring the powerful currents inside you. Think of your blood flow as a river. When it's clear and strong, everything that flows down the river, including the parts that spark your desires, grows. But when debris builds up, the river stagnates, the energy fades, and what once felt easy now requires effort. You might notice it as a little more sluggishness, a little more hesitation, a small nagging feeling that the fire is taking longer to ignite. But you don't have to say goodbye to what you love. Switching to organic milk, trying lower fat options, or even incorporating plant-based options like almond or oat milk can lighten the load on your body and keep the river flowing clear and strong. Sometimes protecting your vitality isn't about fighting harder, it's about making gentler, smarter choices. So even something as pure as a glass of milk can quietly shift your body's balance. But dairy isn't the only hidden player. Up next, let's look at another everyday favorite, one that's salty, satisfying, and secretly stirring the wrong kinds of changes inside you. 4. Processed snacks. The slow surrender you never see coming. He starts with a small bag of cookies. Just a snack, just to keep you energized between meals. No harm done, right? But a handful becomes a habit becomes a silent surrender, and you barely notice it happening. And each colorful package, chips, crackers, cookies, offers more than just flavor. It also contains hidden sugars, refined flour, and processed oils, things your body has a harder time processing cleanly, especially as you age. These ingredients create little storms inside you. They throw off your insulin balance, cause silent inflammation, and interfere with the hormones that once fueled your passion and drive. Testosterone drops, blood flow slows, and without a strong circulatory system and stable hormones, the body will have a hard time responding to the call of desire. Imagine trying to start a car with a dead battery. No matter how powerful the engine was, if it doesn't have enough energy, it will have a hard time roaring again. The same thing happens inside you. At first, it's just a little more tired, a little more hesitant, a feeling that something is missing, even when everything else seems fine. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up junk food. You just need to change your fuel. Swap out the processed foods for real food, fresh fruit, nuts, yogurt, or even a small piece of dark chocolate. Your body isn't aging for nothing. It's talking to you, and sometimes the best thing you can do is listen. Comment 4 below if you're surprised that even small snacks can silently put out the fire inside you. 5. Full-fat cheese. The heavy comfort that weighs you down. Let's be honest. Few things feel as comforting as a slice of melted ice cream on warm bread, or a bite of rich cheddar at the end of a delicious meal. It feels familiar, like a well-deserved reward. But sometimes, comfort comes with a hidden burden. A burden that your body has to carry long after the taste has worn off. Fatty cherries are high in saturated fats. These fats don't just sit in your stomach. They sneak into your bloodstream, slowly thickening the pathways that carry oxygen, nutrients, and passion throughout your body. Over time, arteries become stiffer, blood flow slows, and the very places that need a strong, steady flow begin to feel sluggish. Think of your veins as a tire spinning in the mud. You can press down on the gas pedal, but the wheel just spins, stuck and tense. The same thing happens inside you. What used to be quick and easy now requires more effort and time. Intimate moments become heavier. Sparks that once burned are now hesitant. But you don't have to say goodbye to the flavors you love. Choosing lighter sear like goat sear or feta sear, eating smaller portions, or indulging in sear every now and then can ease the burden while still keeping the joy. You don't have to give up comfort foods. You just have to free your body to stay light and vibrant, no matter how many birthdays have passed. Rich, creamy cheeses bring comfort, but sometimes that comfort quietly slows us down more than we realize. And if cheese can do it, what about another beloved kitchen staple that's even smoother, even more hidden in our daily habits? Stay with me. You might be surprised at what's next. 6. Butter, the slippery comfort that quietly slows you down. A warm slice of toast. A layer of melted golden butter seeping into every corner, a hug you can taste. Soft, creamy, warm, the simple pleasures of butter are seared into the memory of many a good morning. But sometimes, what melts so smoothly on your tongue leaves a heavy coat inside your body, a coat that has nothing to do with your age. Butter, for all its comfort, is loaded with saturated fat. These fats don't just flavor your food. They silently thicken the walls of your blood vessels, slowing the powerful flow that sustains your energy, your strength, and your desire. It's not the passing years that dull that spark. It's the quiet buildup inside, meal after meal, layer after layer. Imagine a water pipe lined with grease. At first, the water still flows, but as the coating thickens, the pressure drops, the flow slows, and even the strongest flow struggles. You may notice it in the little things first. Moments that once fired up easily now falter. Connections that once felt natural now require more effort. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up the foods you love. By choosing lighter fats like avocado margarine, olive oil, or simply enjoying butter more consciously, you can protect what still burns inside you. It's not age that steals your vitality. It's the little choices that either hinder it or release it. 7. Heavy cream. The hidden weight behind every sip. Just a little cream, what's the harm? A little drop probably won't make a difference, right? But sometimes, it's the little things, repeated every day, that tip the scales the most. Cream is rich, creamy, and loaded with saturated fats. These fats don't just settle in your coffee, they also quietly settle in your bloodstream, thickening your arteries and slowing blood flow to the places that matter most. When blood has trouble reaching sensitive areas, your heart, your brain, your intimate parts, your body has a harder time building the physical responses that desire relies on. Less blood flow means weaker signals, less sensitivity, less responsiveness, and less passion when you need it most. It's like walking on wet sand instead of dry ground. You can still move, but every step feels heavier. Every reaction feels slower, and sometimes, the spark that once burned so easily takes longer to burn. You may not notice it for a week or even a year, but gradually you may feel like the moments of intimacy are losing their fire. It's not because you're getting older, it's because your inner flow is getting clogged. The good news is, you don't have to give up coffee or your comforting habits. You just need to lighten the load. Try almond milk, oat milk, or a small amount of half and half. These simple changes can help keep your blood flowing freely, your signals strong, and your passion burning. Your body isn't betraying you because of your age. It's quietly asking you to clear the path and let the life inside you flow again. Comment 7 below if you're surprised that even a small daily habit can slowly sap your passion, not your age. Prioritize sleep hormones, recharge overnight. Maybe you felt it. The energy is slowly draining, the passion is quietly fading. It's easy to blame it on age, but the truth is, sometimes the fire dies down not because of the years, but because the body hasn't had the deep rest it needs to recharge. During sleep, deep, real, uninterrupted sleep, your body works to repair, balance, and regenerate. One of the most important things it does is restore your hormone levels, including testosterone, the fuel that keeps your strength, energy, and desire burning bright. When your sleep is shallow or cut short, your hormone production slows down. Less testosterone, less motivation, less readiness when the time comes. Not because you're getting older, but because your body never had a chance to reload. And the signs can be subtle. You wake up feeling more exhausted. Intimacy becomes harder. The spark is still there but flickers instead of burning. The wonderful truth is, it's never too late to fix it. You don't need a complete overhaul. Start small. Turn off your screens an hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool and quiet. Allow yourself to wind down, even if it's just 30 minutes. Your body remembers how to heal itself. It just needs the time and space to do so. Your passion, your vitality, your spark, they don't fade with time. They're waiting for you every night to welcome them back. Maybe no one told you before. Maybe you believed it was just part of getting older, losing a little strength, losing a little fire. But today you know better. It's not your age that's dimming the spark inside you. It's the small choices, the foods, the habits, the forgotten hours of sleep that quietly build up over time. And the good news is, it's never too late to change. Small steps, simple shifts, little adjustments made with care and hope. Your body remembers. Your strength remembers. Your passion remembers. They're still there, waiting patiently for you. If today's video opened your eyes or gave you hope, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. Leave a comment below and tell me, which change will you start with first? And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to HEALZO, where every small tip we share is designed to bring big hope back into your life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing that the best years can still be ahead. I'll see you again soon.